So in this video we're going to be switching the lock system on this dishwasher. It's a Whirlpool ADG 175. And the problem here is that lock, the plastic has perished, so it basically falls behind, and that prevents it from catching into this latch here. The fact that it won't catch into the latch also means that when you turn it on, you're not able to select any dishwash program because it feels like it's in the locked closed position, so it won't allow you to start. The part number here is 48 01 40 10 10 77, and this is how it looks like. So you can see that lip, it's like a mouth in plastic that's supposed to catch into the latch. Once it catches into it, it pushes it backwards, locks it, activates this switch, which also comes in the pack, and the machine knows it can start the dishwash program. So quickly, what we need are we need to remove around 18 to 20 screws. So these are all Phillips head or cross type screws. I have this small ratchet with the PZ1 head because on this side it's so close to the other door that I won't be able to reach in with a regular screwdriver, so we need to remove these two on the other side. Actually, now what I do to be able to activate it before the part came was to reach in and pull, and you can see, so now that mouth has come up to the front, and this is just a big tool, and that means when we switch on, we're able to select the program, and yeah, it's done it again. It's gone back in. Yeah, it needs to be that way. That way it can go in and catch into that latch here, like that. Once you open the door, it should return to the position here. Okay, let's switch this up. I'm going to start undoing all of these screws here. Most of these screws hold on the hood door from the outside, and so they are quite structural, and that means once you start removing these two actually hold on to some kind of hinge system here, and these, especially these ones here hidden behind, they hold on to the hood door. So be ready to have this whole door system fall to the ground, or at least start moving. So just maybe put something under to prop it. I'm going to skip on to when I have everything removed. Okay, so just quick warning is that I've unplugged the dishwash. This way we are disconnected from electricity. It's something to do always whenever you're dealing with electric stuff. Okay, be right back when I've unscrewed everything. Alright, so I've unscrewed all of the screws holding the door and cover onto the machine. You can see we have full access to the switch and lock system here. I actually arranged the screws in the same pattern as I removed them on the door, because I believe like something like this is smaller than this. So yeah, I would advise you keep them in the same pattern. Okay, so remember we disconnected electricity, we've unplugged it. So what we need to do now, and you can actually see now from the top, you see the latch mechanism. You can see how it's supposed to, when you open the door, it's supposed to go this way, then be ready to catch into that latch again and lock. Unfortunately, sometimes this remains pushed in. Yeah, it remains pushed in like this, and this is why you're not able to close and catch. You're just not able to catch. Yeah, so the lifespan of this switch is gone. To remove it, we will need to disconnect these two cables here and reconnect them to this switch. It's a small push switch that tells the machine the door is closed or not. And then we'll unscrew these two screws. Hopefully that drops this down, the whole system, and we can screw in, put everything back hopefully, and be on our way. Alright. So based on how the lock is placed, I see I need to put the switch on the right side here. I'm just going to slide it in, and there it is, locked in by these two clips, and that way I can plug this in and screw this in its place. And my main worry here is that because this rope is being, this whole cover, back cover here and console is being held on by these two wires, I think it's better to have this somehow tied up in a way that once we disconnect and remove the switch, we can avoid all of this crashing down to the ground. So yeah, let me find a solution for that. Okay, so with some quick painter's tape, basically rolled around that console and taped it to the door. This way we can unplug these and replace the switch. Alright, so the part is out. This is the old one, this is the new one. I don't know why this is happening. I don't see any broken part, but probably the whole system is worn off. So now to place the new part here, these two screws, I've just given a little bit of a clean around here, and yeah, let me fix that in. So we slide this in to the groove, like this. Two screws on each side. I'm going to go manually on these because we're screwing into plastic, so just to protect them. Yeah, I'll be back. Alright, so the two screws are in and secure. Now to place the two leads. So the white and blue, in my case here, white and blue cable go up to the top. And I'm actually going to need two hands here. Okay, so that's one. White and pink, bottom. Okay, and we should be set here. Alright, so yeah, let me just put this back together temporarily and test the door system to see if it's going to respond to the buttons when I press and switch on. Quick test. Locked. Open. Okay, so when you open the door, it should be in this position with the mouth ready to grab into that latch. So all good. Alright, so I've started putting some of the screws back in. So 4 screws have been placed this way. I can hold on to the back, and you can see this is the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws, and this way we have this covered. And then we'll have to get the door and kind of place it against this and screw back all of the rest of the screws. So yeah, I'll be back when that's done. Alright, so I screwed the door back on, and that was hell, absolute hell, because you had to basically push up the door flush and then line up the screws and start to screw, especially if you're not supporting it underneath. So yeah, maybe you need someone else to help while you line up the screws and the door, for the person to put in the first initial 2 back screws. So these 2 screws, 1 and 2 and 3 towards the front, and 4, those are the screws that hold on the whole wood door assembly in front. Okay, so you need someone to help start at least 2 of those screws at the back, so they can hold the door up for you while you get the others. So in the end, I didn't need to unscrew these 2 like I thought. These are actually holding on the hinge, so no need to unscrew them. So just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 screws, and you can access that switch system behind. So alright, I've plugged in the dishwasher back to electricity. Let's try. Okay, let's try this button here. So that's good. You can see the mouth of the switch here. The mouth is ready to catch onto that latch. Yeah, let's try. And that's a good sound. So that's the sound of the machine about to start. And let's just give it a few minutes. It's going to start pumping out water. Yeah, and that's it. I'm just going to stop it now, as I don't have any place to wash in. So the last 2 things you need are to cover these main screws on both sides, and the job is done. Yeah, rearrange your machine, push it back in, make it nice and neat, and I think the job is done at this point. Make it flush with your other furniture, and yeah, that was the job. So remember again, this is the number of the part. You will have to order this. I paid around 6,000 forint, Hungarian forint, including shipping, which is right around 12 to 15, maybe 16 USD or euros. So yeah, at least I wouldn't need to. My wife calls me the dentist when I come to pull out the lip or the mouth of the switch. I wouldn't need to do this, hopefully, anymore. And that's the newest part on this very old dishwasher. So hopefully it lasts. Alright, take care. Bye bye.